Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I just wanted to tell everyone thank you so much for all your subscribes. Hello new subscribers, welcome to the family, kids. I love you guys. I was going to say that too. Hello kids, how are you this morning? And I'm really kind of all just like, wow, because I hit a milestone last night. I was able to pick up 500 subscribers, or let's say God was able to pick up 500 subscribers, right? Because this is all about the messages and the fruits of the Holy Spirit. The true Holy Spirit that we was told was loving, kind, gentle, fulfilling, nourishing, fruits that, make us shine. The things that make us feel good about life, make us feel at home in our body, and make us feel comfortable with all those energies that are going on around us, right? And that is heaven on earth. To be at home in your body, to be comfortable with where you are, and to have the faith and hope and knowing that everything is going to be okay one way or another. It will all work out, right? And it does. It really does when you keep that kind of attitude. And this is what we were taught, that we should have faith and hope like a child. And like I took it seriously, but it was a little bit easier for me because I had been having the visions my whole life. Visions of ancestors, visits, let's just say visits from the other side of the veil, ancestors, voices, um, longings, like desires, to do something or be upset at a very young age about things that I shouldn't even know about. And, just capable of reading energy, basically. Energy reader. So this gave me an overall advantage, these gifts that I had and was born with, to see things, feel things, and therefore faith and hope changed into knowing. And just no doubt about it. And as I aged and progressed through time on my journey in this world, in this body, I began to realize that I was here for a reason, but I didn't know why. And I was born in the backwoods, way backwoods. I just want to explain the childishness is the hope and faith, and even though some of you may not have seen some of the things I have seen, which gives me the overall, knowing of God's goodness, grace, and love, I'm here to give you the message that all things are possible and that it is inside of you as well. Somehow I was born with it on the outside. I was like, I was a weird child. I cried a lot. My parents thought that there was something horribly wrong with me. I was very empathetic, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. Everybody seemed, tough and rough, and on the outside, I was tough and rough, but my inner world was very tender and delicate, and so I took a lot of things hard. And, I just come here that way. learning later on that I am probably, well, not probably, I am one of the 144,000. And I know this. Now, I'm not of a religious stature, so don't go thinking, oh, she's religious. No, 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 I'm not. But I have read some of religious texts, which the Bible, and then come to find out the Bible isn't even a religious text. The Bible is writings from all around the world, from all sacred texts, put into words and understandings that what I want to say, Britain and them could understand, or those who were the king, created the Bible. And so he would have put in it what he wanted. So, I actually, after reading the Bible, and I did, began to read other sacred texts as well. In fact, there's a sacred text archive if anybody is interested in reading any ancient texts, philosophies, books that were taken out, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, today I'm celebrating 500 subscribers. I want to give all the credit to God. I want to give the credit to the creator of creations for molding me from a child into the person I am today, a person I can live with, a person I love, comfortable in my body. I feel like I'm on the right path towards my mission. I have a love for this planet and all her children. And I feel like I've been placed in the perfect spot to emulate Mother Earth, Mother, creator of life. And this is what I wish to not sell to you, just to allow you to see that it's within us all. These beautiful feelings are in all of us once we heal. And healing takes courage and self-love. And it takes a lot of courage to love oneself. You ever notice that you're willing to love anybody, but when it comes to thinking about putting love into yourself, you're like, I ain't got time for that. Well, you need time for that. Because when you love yourself, as I've said since the beginning, you're not just loving yourself, but you're loving your creator who created you. And you are in the process of identifying self. So you have to love something to identify. You got to care enough about something to see it's made of. Whether it's a recipe or a seed or any kind of thing that you love and want to care for, you begin researching about it. And so you want to invest in yourself at least, 30 minutes a day of alone time, of writing, of something, some way, meditating. Don't hate, meditate. I heard that on Draconic Priests yesterday. And I only meditate probably 10 minutes a day. I like to do it 5 minutes in the morning. I like to refresh myself. And in my meditation, I actually focus on my chakras. I metaphysically and spirituality are basically the same words used in two different ages. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Metaphysical and spirituality are the same definition of a word, but used in two different ages. Okay, scientists call it metaphysical, we call it spiritual. And so, envisioning things in your mind, seeing things happen. And, when you do this, you have entered into the spiritual world, into the non-physical world. It's the non-physical, it's the metaphysical. And we see it, you can almost see it right there. It's where the projection is of your third eye, your pineal gland, which is right here in the center. You know, all your glands are pretty much attached to the center of your alignment here. Okay, I may have got off track. I love you guys. I'm just giving you the information that I was given. And then, you know, I just want you to know that I received a blessing. I'm trying to think of what year it was. Maybe 1996, 97, through a vision that I had while being bred. My husband then was reading to me out of the Dead Sea Scrolls about the sons of light. And I had a vision. It just came over me like a cloud, and it literally was a cloud that surrounded me. And I felt myself lifted up, but I didn't know I'd been lifted out of my body. I didn't know that. But I was lifted up in this cloud, and when I opened my eyes, there was this elderly gentleman who I had met a couple times before. He had a long beard, and he had long hair, and he had a long white gown, and he was all white, and we were in a 4-square room with 3 thrones in it of rock or stone, and the curtains were slightly blowing in the wind. He took me by the hand and walked me over to the thrones. He stuck his hand inside of me into my liver. You know, he just stuck his hand right in there. And he told me, well, actually it was a blessing to do all things in righteousness. And then he took me by the hand, he set me down next to him in the center. And that's when I woke up. And when I woke up, it was as if I were a child. Everything, you know, I actually went and played with my younger son, which I hadn't done for a long time. But I just remember everything was okay. And I knew it was okay. And I knew it was going to be okay, no matter what happened. And, you know, that's the truth. King, Knight of Swords, that's the God's truth. And I call him the Ancient of Days or the Father of Righteousness. And I also had met him in a dream before. In 1991, 1990, I had a dream of coming to, and I was in a big older Coliseum building with the white pillars all the way around. It was like that. It was like one of those. Gosh, it was Grecian. It felt like, because, like I said, it had pillars, and in the center of where the pillars were around it were benches, and then there was a giant podium, and then the ceilings were very high, and behind the pillars, where it circled around, were drawers. And like they went all the way up to the ceiling. And when I appeared in the dream, I was sitting on the bench and he was standing beside a drawer that was partially open. And this was in 1991. I was 30 years old. Believe me, it was weird. Anyway, so he actually pointed down to the stuff that was in the drawer, and I was to go through this drawer, right? And it opened and opened, And yeah, it sounds like the Jim Carrey drawer, okay? That just come to me too. But this was a dream that I had for real. And I had it in 1990, 1991. 1990, 1991. Yeah. Anyway, it was my lifetimes he inferred to me. He told me about all these lifetimes I'd had. And then he shut the drawer and he told me to sit down on the bench again. And he walked over to the podium and began speaking, and I woke up. And so I was blessed to be among those who would bring the true word of the Father of righteousness, the Father of peace, the love of God to this planet. And I am feeling very honored right now to be a part of bringing peace to this earth. 3 of Wands, Sun in Aries. Aries, I believe that's about leadership. And fire, that's sparking up a little bit of a flame, hopefully with something to feed it. Let's see where we go from here, guys. I just wanted to let you know that who I am came through very great blessings to me. And, you know, there was a time when I was the opposite of what I am. And that's just the way it is. I didn't start out as the bestest. I wasn't a good one. No. But I fell in love with the good and anything that was of the good, because it just made me feel so much better than the sewer I came from. And when I say the sewer, I'm talking about, you know, lies, adultery, cheating, backstabbing, stealing, you know, low level, low vibing. You know, I used to have dreams. I actually fell in a sewer one time, okay? No doubt. On trick-or-treat night on Halloween, at 4 years old. And I used to have these horrible dreams that I lived on top of the sewer. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry. And it still hurts, but if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be here right now. So I have to be thankful. I have to be thankful for everything that I've been through. And I am, without a doubt. So I hope you guys forgive me, because I get a little emotional about it. And I always will. Because for me in my life, for God to step in and help me was a big, big deal. Big deal. For the Creator, we have the Magician. And that's the truth. He can change lives. The Creator can change lives. I've seen it. I've seen the other side. And I fear not death. I've seen past lives that He showed me. I've been here many, many lifetimes. In fact, I hear that I have been training for this day where I could bring you truth. The Hierophant. That I could bring you the truth of God's goodness and beauty and change your lives. God says He's going to save the best for last, and He did. And we're going to transform the world too. Not just our lives, but the lives for all living things, creatures, for the better, and to a more natural and authentic place. Kick. we're going to turn over the Divine Masculine now. Giving and receiving the universe. Yes, let's go ahead and do some no more shuffling so we can get the Divine Feminine. Yes, we are here for a purpose at this time. It is the Great Awakening kick, and it is time to learn the best things that God has to offer. It is the dinner of the bride and the groom, the dark and light coming together. Yeah. Working on themselves, bringing together the good, aligning up, and working to find the truth. Emperors always find the truth, right? And Virgo, she a hard worker until she gets done what she gonna do. Okay, we're gonna turn over Divine Feminine. She's in hermit mode. Hermiting. Her knitting. Okay, we're gonna set these over here. And let's look and see what Creator has to say. Thank you guys for tolerating me, and I love y'all for it. I am very empathetic and sensitive over the visions. I have hardly ever shared them with anyone. And, I've decided it's time. I've been told actually by God it's time to share the visions, to let the people know what I've seen, what I felt, and what changed me from a gangster in the material world to a spiritual gangster in the spiritual world. And when I say spiritual gangster, I'm talking about taking it back from the devil, right? Taking it back from Satan, taking it back from darkness. And so, yeah, I guess maybe in their eyes, I am a spiritual gangster. And in God's eyes too, somewhat, probably. Yeah. Because once I've realized God loved me, everything that I was as a bad girl, I literally turned into good. And I wanted to be on the side of good. So at this time, while we won. The light is won. The light won already. We have already broken the structures of the matrix. We are now allowing everybody to kind of settle in and learn truth. Yeah, we have broken the matrix. Yeah. Over the next 20 years, there's going to be changes that people thought would never happen. It takes time for it to get through the spiritual and to manifest in the physical. But it's doing it already. People are changing. Yeah, we got what? 2 of Wands there, making decisions and choices for the good of the all. Yeah, the 1%, the governments have to change. They have to change and start suiting our needs. We've been suiting theirs all this time. So they're gonna have to change and suit our needs now. And it will be slow, but it will happen. Just keep believing in the truth that creative source is a magician. Magic. Creator source creates things. You see? We've got over here Virgo, the practical, right? Practical, earthy. Is that Virgo? Oh no, wait, that's the twins. Here's Virgo. Practical and earthy in this window. And over here we've got Gemini, the twins, two halves made into one whole. Yeah, Gemini, the twins, they say, well, it represents the lovers, but the love of oneself. The love of oneself, as though the love of the Creator. Huh. That's funny. I landed right there on Virgo. The Magician. Ruled by the constellations Virgo and Gemini. We're going to use the Gaia deck. Oh, we're going to start out. Look at there, slapping us in the face with faith and boundaries. Believe and set your boundaries so that you can have a chance to experience and connect the God within you to the God without there, the Creator Source. Creator Source isn't a man as we would think. It's more of, a horn, a rock, a pillar. It's a large, and it's the ethers. It's liquid and fluid. It's liquid and fluid. So nothing is ever set in stone. Nothing. Even if you glue those Legos together, they're going to get broken. Because everything must flow. That's healing. We must change. We must move forward. We must increase our trust. We must increase our trust in the higher powers. Be more vulnerable. Use more faith. Believe in what you're doing. Trust Mother Earth and heal. Heal your wounds. When you heal, you become stronger. You're capable of fighting a better fight. Heal that inner child. Okay, Creator, we're talking. We've got magic up here. What do you want to say to us? Okay, Creator wants to talk about the Five of Pentacles. Every time I get this card, it makes me think. I'm just going to say it. I think of all the politicians and governments just leaving, behind them people who are miserable, fronting out, acting like they got the hand. They got the hand right here. But yet at the same time, in their other hand, they're taking things, gems and jewels, leaving people ghostly. What's a ghost? A ghost is, kind of like, I don't know, ghosts are usually sad. In the shadows back there, see? He's all vibrant and looking good. Got her gems around his hand over here. Look at those fingernails. God is saying, watch out for these kind of people. Kind of looks like a narcissist. I hate to say it. Oh my God, I hate to say it, but yeah. Long fingernails. God is saying, watch out for these people. They can manifest into your life. Boundaries has been really getting strong the last couple days, but these are people that act like they're doing you a favor. In reality, they're taking from you. They're taking something. You all know we've all been across people like this. And this is about creating boundaries to make sure we don't let these people into our area that they can affect us emotionally. We don't want to be affected emotionally by these bad feelings, these bad energies, until we have worked on our healing. Now, that doesn't mean, that we can have to stay away, but learning to be silent and not participate emotionally with people is as good a boundary as any. You detach and you can walk right past them and act like you don't even know them. And it may seem hard, but it can be done. And sometimes when we're working with people or have to be around people like family, and, we feel obligated or something. Also, Christmas time's coming up, right? So we are not obligated. In fact, the best lesson people can learn, the best discipline, you could do for yourself for empowerment is to just detach and walk right past them. That will empower you, you see, and it will disempower them. And if they try to talk to you, a word or two is, sorry, I can't talk to you right now. Just like that. Using your voice. If that's your truth, you say, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you right now. Or I don't want to talk to you. Or we're not going to talk about this at the moment. Or, that's just polite. I know it's never polite, but detachment. God is telling me, be like the magician and detach from the things that want to leave you in this kind of distress. See her distress? Let's see if I can get that up there. Anything that's going to leave you feeling like that, you absolutely want to detach. That's ugly. His hands are ugly. And his hand he holds supports only him. See, she got no support. She got no color in her. He drained her dry. Drained her dry of her emotions, drained her dry of her love, drained her dry of her finances, maybe. You have to set the boundaries, and you have to find the courage and the strength within yourself to do this. It's only in you that you will find it. What else do you have to say, Holy Spirit, Most High, Creator, Source of creations? Many creations, creations and creations. The Mother. God is saying, call upon the Mother Earth and ground yourself, and she will help you find the strength and courage. Mother Earth is known for her strength and courage, Gaia. And we want to go back to the metaphysical again, to where here you think about how the roots are coming out of your feet into the earth and you're grounding into Gaia. It's so much better than saying I'm grounding. Literally, it's grounding. You're spiritually grounding into the earth. And when you ground your spirit into the earth, you feel more at home. You feel safe. You feel like you belong. You feel like, you find strength and courage to move forward. That's what she's all about, life. That's what life is all about, finding the strength and courage to move forward and not just fall over and die, right? Right. So, we ground ourselves in our Mother Earth. or let's just say, let's ground ourselves in creation, okay? Or amongst the planet that we're on. However you want to look at it, when you ground yourself and you water those roots with love, because when you love yourself, that's water. And so, you do that a day or two, 3, you'll notice and see a difference. You do it for a year and you'll go from being a crybaby to sitting behind the camera doing a YouTube channel, okay? Because Mother Earth is very real and alive. Her energy is very vibrant. Look at everything that grows on this planet. Don't you want to be a part of that? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Be a part of Mother Earth and ground yourself into the planet. And if you feel brave, just go ahead and grow those roots down to the crystal grid and become a part of the living family of rocks. The living rocks. Crystals are alive. I shoot my roots down to the grid every day. I connect to the earthly crystal grid in the mornings, and I connect to my north node. So I take and connect to my the most highest creative source consciousness, and I ground that into the grid. And then I meditate for 2 to 5 minutes, of imagining the ethers running through my body, cleansing my chakras. It's much quicker than a regular shower. And just seeing the colors of the chakras or imagining the energy of the colors if you can't see the colors, because sometimes I see the colors, sometimes I see energy. And just allowing yourself to envision each one of your chakra systems, cleanse them out with the ethers and send that right down into the crystal grid, and you actually transmute and alchemize any old energies in your body, and then they go into the crystal grid, which the crystal grid transmutes them and releases the etheric love of God out through everything. Everything. There's just a whole new vibe on the earth right now. Right. So connect to Mother. Connect to the grid. Be willing to take the journey. That's what the turtle is, a slow journey. Feel at home. Don't you know a turtle always feels at home in its shell? Right? Yeah, born with its home on its back. But when you ground into Mother Earth, that's how you're going to kind of feel. It's no longer my home, I live here. You begin to realize that your home is this whole planet. The whole planet. And not only the whole planet, but everything on it. You're a part of. It's a part of you. Yeah, this goes up here with the Creator. Ooh, we got 2 nice big cards. Well, this is the Mother letting you know that she is waiting for you, right, to ground. She's waiting. I got a kick. She's waiting. And if you ground your energy with hers, she promises to hold you tight. And yes, I saw the Mother as well in a vision. And I will talk about that another day. We need to finish this right now. If anybody wants to hear my vision of Mother Earth, I would love to talk about it and let you know how we met and the circumstances of it. Okay, so Mother Earth says she would love for you to ground with her, the Queen of Earth. And it's just a thought away. It's just a thought away, she says. Just think about it and imagine those roots growing out of your feet right down into my soils and send them down to the heart and rock of the situation. And I will be there for you in your thoughts. and we will be abundant together. Yeah. Pretty simple, really. There she is. 8 of Pentacles. Working at her staff. Got her elements under control. And moving forward in the game of life. Abundantly so. And this is how God wants to see you. In your authentic, beautiful greenery. You know she's grounded. Yeah. Green hair, look at that. She is now, after grounding deep in the earth, a living tree that bears fruits for the many that need to be nourished through God's love. The fruits of the Holy Spirit are love, sweet, peace on earth, goodwill to mankind, goodwill to the life, to the wheel of life, goodwill to life. Emotional satisfaction. Just sitting back and smiling and saying, I live my life well. Yes, times were hard at times, but those is when I learned the most. That's when I got my most witty. That's when I was my most clever. That's when I was really working hard to figure things out to get at a better place in life and scale. So we don't hate the rough times because we can look back and see all the hard work we've done and we feel satisfied. We know we tried. We didn't give up. We didn't give up on ourselves. We didn't give up on God. We didn't give up on the planet. Do you know how good that will make you feel inside? That's called self-esteem. You've done the right things for the right reasons. You kept pushing forward. And you will have, your emotions will be very, very satisfying. You'll be satisfied with who you are. That's what it's all about, right? I mean, it's better than being rich. To be happy with who you are is a hell of a lot better than having lots of money. I've had both. I've been poor, I've been rich. Well, not rich, but for a year I did have a little bit of money. I didn't, but who I was married to did. So I've been poor, I've been rich. I learned a lot in both situations. To be poor and happy and at peace is better than being involved with money and not being at peace. So money isn't worth, no, peace is more valuable than money because you can't buy peace. You can't buy it. No, can't buy peace. And that's the God's truth, Mother Earth says. But you can earn it by doing the right things for the right reasons. God will give you peace. The Creator will give you peace. Mother Earth, abundance, love, truth, righteous. And all you have to do is look across the land and see that she has created everything that your physical body would need to survive. From wood for a home freely. She never charged us a dime for anything that was ever offered to us from this earth, other than to do the right thing for the right reasons. Be kind, be loving, nourish your children, raise yourself up in the right way. Do it through self-esteem and not ego. Watch over the elderly, watch over the weak, speak for those who can't speak for themselves. Be a true mother or father of the planet isn't just your family. It reaches out over, it, you just spread that love. You open your wings and you give that love that is needed, especially if it's in your heart to do. You can't hold that back. You'll get depressed. It's too much. I've been there too. I hid away for a long time. Didn't want to come out of my house because I didn't want nobody to see me. Okay. Yeah. That's another story. Okay, like I said, I've been there, I've done that. I've been hid away and I've been out to be seen. And I guess at this time I'm out to be seen because God, creator of all things, the lover of life, wants me to speak the truth of creation. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go because I love you very much. And I know you got things to do this morning. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. Bye-bye.